Hello everyone, welcome to our new series of here at Good Day Chula Vista, and we're gonna have these a few videos. It's gonna be a series called Become a Homeowner, Become Wealthy by Becoming a Homeowner, and we're gonna show you all the steps. We're gonna follow this book, The Automatic Millionaire Homeowner. So today is our first episode of this series. Stay with us because I'm gonna show you how you can retire wealthy. Cheers with coffee in my California Preferred Escrow mug. You know, that's the escrow that I work with, California Preferred Escrow, and some of my friends work there, so they're always really nice. So I have this mug with their logo. It's such a cold day today. It's rainy outside, so hopefully you guys are inside staying warm. But today I'm excited because now the way we're still gonna have some people coming to interview in our show Good Day Chula Vista, and we're gonna continue those episodes. I think we're on episode 77, but we're gonna have this series, and this is gonna be talking about home ownership, how you can retire wealthy by becoming a homeowner. And I know it seems like too good to be true, but it's not. And we are gonna follow the Automatic Millionaire Homeowner. This is a book that is very popular. It's a bestseller. So if you haven't had a copy, I am gonna give out a copy today and each day that we have one of these series of videos. Okay, so this is what we're giving out today. Hopefully you win. Hopefully you plan to retire wealthy in real estate. If you know anybody that's paying rent, or if you're already a homeowner and you want to retire wealthy with real estate, this is the show that you don't want to miss. If you are not able to go live and make your questions, then you can always watch it after. Make sure you share it with people that are paying rent or are also thinking of retiring wealthy with real estate. Let me just make sure that we're good. Are we good? Everything good on Facebook?
Yep. I see it here. Everybody's like talking to you and stuff.
Okay, so it's just her that you can see. Can you give it to Adrian? Okay, so we just want to make sure that we're live. Can you guys see us? We're trying a new program because we were having a lot of issues with the other program that we were using before. And we were doing the video with my phone for a couple of episodes. So Adrian decided to just get a whole new program, and we're testing it today. So hopefully it's good. Pero, did you find it? Okay, so we're good.
Merab gave you a thumbs up.
Huh?
Merab gave you a thumbs up.
Okay, Merab, thank you. Okay, then let's get started, okay? So let me ask you some questions, okay? What if I told you the smartest investment you would ever make during your lifetime would be a home? What if I told you that the way in which you buy your homes over the course of your lifetime would determine whether you become rich or not? What if I told you that in just an hour or two, I could share with you a simple system that would help you become rich through home ownership? And obviously, I'm not going to do those 2 hours today. We're going to do half an hour today. We're going to do half an hour next week. So I'm going to teach you the process in a few episodes. So this is episode 1. What if I told you this system was called the Automatic Millionaire Homeowner? Thank you, Vero. And would you be interested? Would you want to retire wealthy by being a homeowner? It seems like too easy to be true, right? But it's actually not. So what I did is I highlighted a few sections of the first chapters of the book, and we're gonna start here. So the American dream is back. I know that we've been through a lot, and we had to recover from the crash, and then people were getting back into their jobs, and then we were trying to recover from the loss of trust in the real estate market. But right now, you know what? The American dream is back. So we are ready. For many families, maybe your family, maybe you are one of them. They were waiting for this market correction to be able to get into the market and become a homeowner again, or start buying properties as investments. So finally, the market correction is here, and right now it's more like a normal market, so it's a perfect time. Smart homeowners are finishing rich. How about you? Are you a homeowner? What's your net worth when you're a homeowner? Imagine that. Buy a home, live in it, build your wealth, get great tax deductions, and then retire rich. It may sound too good to be true, but it's not. It has happened many, many times. And it will continue to happen for millions of people over the next few decades. The question is, will it happen for you? Will you catch this wave? Would you miss it? Or will it crash on you? In fact, it doesn't really matter when you happen to be reading this or what's going on right now in the market. It doesn't really matter. This book is not about the boom, and this book is not about the perfect time to get into the market. It's not about timing real estate. The real estate market is not about the fantasy of getting rich overnight in real estate. That is not how you're going to become wealthy. That's not the way it's going to happen for everyone. Nothing you will ever do in your lifetime is likely to make you as much money as buying a home and living in it. That's where you're going to make the most money. Realistically, the best investment you will ever make will be your home. And that's a proven fact. Don't worry about timing the market. Because a lot of people are thinking, oh, I'm going to time the market. When is the perfect time? So don't worry about timing the market. It's the time in the market that's going to matter for you. It's how long you stay in the market. How long you stay in that house that you're buying. Homeowners get rich, and renters, they stay poor. The bottom line is the American dream of building a nest egg by owning a home is no fantasy. Homeowners have been getting rich off the real estate for years, and they will continue to do so in the future. So if you're still paying rent, get with it. Get with it. Lose that fear, because that is how you are going to retire wealthy. That is what's going to help you have a better and higher net worth. Okay? If you want to be rich, don't rent. I apologize up front if you're a renter, because I know this might be brutal to hear, right? If you're renting and you don't want to hear that you're going to stay poor if you keep renting. But you have to hear it if you're going to change. So here it goes. You simply can't get rich by renting. It's not going to happen. So let me just tell you, let's try to size this for you. So let's try to see what the net worth of the average person. So the new studies of 2018, which last year, the latest studies they did was the average homeowner's net worth, it's $195,400. So the average homeowner, anybody that owns a home, the average person, the average family, they are worth $195,400. That's their worth in wealth. For the renters, it's $5,400. Look at that difference. You know, the comparison is pretty stunning. The average homeowner is more than 46 times richer than the average renter. So that alone is like, wow, it's an eye-opener, right? Let me see who's here, because I want to say hi. And I want to see, what do you guys think of this setup with our house? You guys have seen this house before, and I just thought it was perfect, becoming a homeowner, getting wealthy by owning property. So I thought, what better way than to get motivated than by having this beautiful house right here next to me. You know, this was given to me by one of my clients. She sold her house, and she had it for many years. Her dad was an architect, and he helped her build this for her. So she had it for many years. So we just wanted to have it here on the show. So you're going to see it pretty often during this series of homeownership videos. Hola, Erika. Gracias por entrar. Celicet, Ana, Rafael. Hi, Leslie. I know you have helped a lot of buyers become homeowners, and I know that you're changing lives by doing that. You work so hard. Esperanza close. Gracias, amiga. Sergio Palomino, Salvador, thank you. Merab, thank you for joining us. Merab, thank you for letting us know that you could hear us when we first signed in with our new program that we're trying. Let me see who else is here. Hi, Sal. Yes, Sal, we're rocking the rockstar look because it's Sal Aguilera here at the office, and then Summer in the front office, and myself, we were kind of wearing leather and feathers, so we had the rocking look. It's so cold in here. Hi, Eileen. Thank you for joining us. Lisa, after how many years do you be richer? You know what, Lisa? You have to watch these videos because I know that you just bought the house and you wanted to get the big house. You didn't want to start small. You wanted to just get in and get the big house, and you will make money with that house. Even though right now it seems like, oh my God, I'm getting used to this big payment. That's because you started with the big house, but you already have it. So from here, it's only going to get easier for you. So I want you to really watch these episodes because you are going to learn. And I hope that you win the book, if not today, next week. But you really need to listen to everything we're going to talk about here. And you need to read this book because you're so young. And I know that you and Polo can definitely retire rich if you follow these steps that we're going to be learning here. Hi, Gabby, beautiful sister. Raimundo, a ver. I don't see Victor González here. I don't see Luis. Les voy a poner falta. Okay, so let's keep going. So part of what I'm going over, obviously I'm reading it off this book because this is such an easy book to follow. So it was really easy for me to just highlight some of the areas. So for many of our parents and grandparents, real estate is a safety net. The equity in their houses is a cushion for that supports their financial during retirement. And that is true. When I think about my grandparents and my parents, you know, I know my dad was big on that because that's the way he was raised. My grandfather and my grandmother from my dad's side, they always invested in real estate. To them, they knew that it was about buying and holding. They would buy and then keep it, rent it, and keep it. You know, when my grandparents died, they left all the properties to their sons and daughters. And, you know, my uncles, they had that schooling at home, so they continued to do the same thing, and my dad was one of them. He always wanted to own property and keep it, which is the case with a lot of your parents and your grandparents, right? I'm pretty sure that that's how it was. If your parents were renting, then sometimes it's more difficult to you to become a homeowner because you've been living that way, so you don't see the bigger picture. So if your parents were renting, maybe this is the time for you to break that chain and get out of that circle and start become a homeowner. So the mission with this book is to show you how home ownership can be the centerpiece of your wealth building strategy, the key to achieving financial independence. And yes, I know it seems too good to be true, but it's not. You're going to hear it. If you don't already own a home, I will take you by the hand and lead you step by step through the process of going from renting to home ownership. And once you become a homeowner, or if you already are, I'll show you how to use a property to build wealth. Remember, when you purchase a home, you're doing more than just buying a place to live in. You're creating an opportunity for true financial independence. I see Vero here and she's like, because if you knew her payment is like super low, she would never be able to rent that house for what her payment is. So she knows I'm not lying. Even if you can never earn more than an ordinary income, real estate has always been the leading tool people have used to build wealth in America. And it is not too late for you to use it and for it to work for you. I'll show you how to automate your mortgage payments so you can build equity in your home faster, increasing your net worth and opening a whole new world of possibilities for you. This little trick will enable you to become debt-free years ahead of schedule. It could save you over $100,000 on your mortgage interest and possible even help you retire 5 years to 10 years earlier if you do this. So we're going to learn all these tricks here. I already know all these tricks, but I think this is a really easy book to follow, so I'm just going to stick with this. It's never too late to catch the real estate wave. Read that again. As long as you're alive, you have to live somewhere, right? So this is why this is such a good business, because everybody has to live somewhere. So everybody needs a home. Everybody has to live somewhere, and someone owns every place where someone lives. And it's true. If you think, your parents or landlord or the government, somebody has owned every place that you have lived in. Why shouldn't that someone be you? You know, you've been, every place that you've lived, somebody owned. Whether it was your parents, your landlord, the government. Let's make you the owner. So this is going to be about taking action, because it's action that it's ultimately going to change your life. So this book, this process, these episodes that we're going to be doing, this series or videos are going to teach you how to do these things, but you really do need to take action. Just reading and learning, but staying behind the scenes and just being afraid to take action is not going to get you wealthy, and it's not going to get you going either. So I know that for some of you, for example, Lisa, I know you are one of them that are, sometimes thinking that's not going to happen. When is this property going to gain value? I bought it at the top of the market. People think that this process is not about, like I said, it's not about time in the market. It's about time in the market, how long you stay in the market. It's a long-term investment. You're not going to get wealthy. But I am going to give you some examples just because I want to tell you how this works. And we are going to go over these numbers next week. I'm going to have it on the board, and we're going to go one by one. But I want to tell you, I have a friend. She's a very close friend of mine. And when we were young, we became single moms. We both got divorced, and we had kids, and we had only one income, but we wanted to become homeowners. Her and I were always go-getters since we were very young. We wanted to have our own car, we wanted to have our own place, and we just wanted to do it all ourselves, be very independent. So we decided that we wanted to buy a house, and we started investigating. We couldn't afford a house. We had one income, we were supporting our kids. We didn't have the best credit, but we were able to buy a house with down payment assistance. So that was the way we bought our first home. Now, let me kind of tell you about her. Back in 1999 is when she bought her first house. We both bought back then, but let's go over her scenario. So she bought it in 1999 for $114,000. She bought a townhome. It was a 3-bedroom. She had her mom living with her and her daughter. So she needed 3 bedrooms. She got a 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath townhome. And she paid $114,000 for that. With that house, she got, I believe it was a 17% down payment from the city. But in return, if she didn't stay there 15 years, I believe that she needed to stay. If she didn't stay there 15 years, she needed to give the government 50% of the equity that she made on that house. But if she stayed past the 15 years in that house, she would get to keep all the profit. Okay, so she decided to stay. But just because she decided to stay, that doesn't mean she didn't think about investing in any other places. She needed to live there to be able to keep that equity. And she was working an 8-to-5 job. She doesn't like, to be self-employed, and she doesn't like sales. So she had the job that she loved. And she works for the government, and it's a job Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. But she has a really good 401k benefit there. So she's always putting money into her 401k. That's something she's been very smart to do. So in in 2008, she decided to buy a condo and take money out of her 401k, and she took 20% and she bought a condo. And the condo was only $95,000 at the time, because in 2008, right before the market crash, it was right around that time, she was able to still have enough. It was right after the market crash, so the prices were low, and obviously her 401k went down a little, but she still had enough to pull out 20% of $95,000, and she was able to buy this condo. So now she had an investment property that was giving her cash flow, and she was still at her house that she couldn't sell. Now, this is from 1999 and then to 2008. So that means it was, 9 years after when she bought the next condo. But all this time that she's owning this other house, she's getting that tax deduction because now she's a homeowner. Most of her payment was interest. So now she has a big deduction every year when she files her taxes, right? Because she had her house. And she decided to buy that condo. Now the condo was making her cash flow every month because her payment was way lower than what she was renting it for because she bought it with the 20% down. Now, finally in 2013, she decided that she qualified to get rid of that other loan that she had bought the first house at and that she had bought the first house with. And she bought the house where she wanted to stay. She wanted to move to Rancho del Rey. She wanted a bigger house with a bigger yard. So she was able to buy it by refinancing that house because remember, she had bought it for only $114,000. Right now, that house is worth $400,000. So look at all that equity. So she was able to pull out some of that equity when she refinanced to buy her house where she wanted to live. Finally, she has a house with high ceilings, with enough bedrooms, big yard, no neighbors in the back, 2-car garage, beautiful driveway. I mean, she has the house where she wants to retire in. And she has a really low payment. She bought it for $410,000 and she used equity from that first house to be able to put the down payment on this one. Now, let me kind of just give you a scenario. The first house that she bought it for $114,000. Right now is worth $400,000. So look at all that equity that she's made. Yes, she took some money out to buy her dream house, but her dream house, she bought it for $410,000 in 2013. Right now, it's 2019, and that house is already worth $600,000. So in all these years that she's living there, she already has almost $200,000 worth of equity. How great is that, right? And the condo that she bought for $95,000 that she's been renting, right now is worth $350,000. So look at all the equity. So what is her net worth? Pretty high, right? So she's making a lot of money, and she's making a lot of money on these rentals now because their payments are really low, and she's making all that cash flow. She's saving a lot of money on her house. She still has a lot of equity. She still has her job and her 401k. But when she retires, she's not just thinking, I'm going to retire on my 401k, my retirement, my pension. She's going to retire with these rentals. And if she wanted to sell one of them, she could. And she could keep all that money to, enjoy her later years, right? So next we'll go over these numbers, and then I'll go over another couple of examples of people that I know and the way they've done it. So you see that it's happening to people here in the area that we know. It's nothing that, this happened, we saw it on TV. No, it's people here. It's my friends that are doing this, and it's really working for them. And they're around my age, like 50 years. And we didn't start that early. So it's never too late to start. Even if you're 50, this is a good time to start. You still have 15 years to do all this investing, and you can retire pretty wealthy. Right? Right, Vero?
Right.
Let's see who else is here. Summer, very informative show today, Faby. Thank you, Summer. We need to help you become wealthy, Summer. Let's see. Jolie Fernandez, thank you. Andrew, thank you for joining us. Great information. Yes, Jesse, you are also going to become wealthy with real estate. You just started, so I hope that you follow all these episodes and you follow them, because since you just started, you're already a homeowner. This is so much easier for you. Okay, so I have 10 minutes, so I'm going to kind of hurry here because I want to cover this chapter. So let's see what the first steps are here in this book, so that way you guys can get started with this. I apologize that I didn't do a better job like setting this, put in my post-it notes, but so now most of the people that ask me, well, I know that I want to invest in real estate, but I don't have any money. I don't have the best credit. So obviously the first step is that you become a homeowner. To have some net worth and start building your wealth, you need to become a homeowner and you need to stop renting. Is it easy? No. Is it simple? Yes. It's pretty simple, but it's not easy. So you have to start working on your credit. So I want you, as we're doing this, that you're making a plan. What are you going to do? So the first thing you want to do is you want to meet with a lender so they can run your credit and they can tell you exactly where you stand right now. What are the things you need to do to be able to afford a house? If you don't have any money to put down, don't worry, because there's a lot of programs right now that are helping people that don't have the money for a down payment. And it doesn't mean that you have to be low income, because a lot of people say, well, I make too much, I'm not going to qualify for the help. Actually, these programs will help you even if you make over $100,000 a year. So they're not for low income people, they're for all of us. Obviously, there's some guidelines. So please, the first step would be to set a time to talk to a lender. Now, if you have a realtor, please go through your realtor. I don't like to take anybody's business. If you don't have a realtor, definitely you can call me and I'll set an appointment with one of my trusted lenders that are experienced with first-time buyers. But if you have a realtor, respect your realtor, especially if they've been working with you for a while. Give them a call. Let them know that you're thinking of, become wealthy by the time you retire and you want to get pre-qualified and get going with that. So that would be the first step. You want to sit with a lender so they can run your credit and you can start seeing. Don't worry about the down payment. You might qualify, but if you don't qualify, we're going to help you set something up so you can have enough down payment. But if you don't know how much your down payment needs to be, if you don't know what your credit score needs to be, if you don't know how many credit cards you're allowed to have or the balance that you're allowed to have, you're never going to get there because you don't even know where you need to be. So for us to get somewhere, we need to see the target clear. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sit with you and we're going to set it up for you in a way that you can just follow it. We're going to have that target very clear and we're going to explain it and we're going to get you excited. And with all these episodes, you are going to learn how to become wealthy with doing this. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have the down payment. That's something that we're going to help you, right? Down payment assistance, some of them are, you do put some money down, 3%, but remember, if you have a 401k, they will let you pull out money for a down payment for a house. That's the only time usually that they'll let you get your money out of your 401k without penalizing you. You still have to pay taxes on that money, but you won't be penalized if you take it out to purchase your first home. So just check with your 401k. But before you do that, before you even start there, let's just sit with you and review your plan. Because this is going to be, when you're thinking about retiring wealthy and having enough money when you retire so you don't have to worry like, oh my God, what happens when I don't work? Especially as realtors or any of you out there that are self-employed. That's the thing. Like if you're self-employed, you're always thinking, oh my God, what if I don't have a job next week? That's, even more important for us to have real estate, because we want to make sure we have a net worth and it's there and it's something that we're getting cash flow out of it all the time. Next week, I'm going to go over the properties that I have bought and how much equity they've made. And I'm a single parent. It's not like I was making all that money when I started, and I was still doing pretty wise choices with my real estate. So I'm going to share that with you next week, and hopefully it'll help you. But my goal with this series of videos is that this year I help 50 of you that are still paying rent become homeowners and get started on this journey to become wealthy with real estate. And I know it's a pretty big goal for me because I'm talking only buyers. I'm not counting the listings that I'm going to do, but I really want to help 50 families become homeowners this year. And I'm going to keep track of them, and I'm going to give you guys an update on a monthly basis, see how many people I helped become homeowners, because everybody that buys a house with me is going to get one of these books. And I want them to retire wealthy with real estate, because that's how my grandparents did it, and that's how we should do it, right? Okay, let me see who else is here. Raimundo, we love our house. Thanks for all the help, Fabi. Raimundo, thank you so much. I know you guys got a really nice house, corner lot with the big yard. I know your kids were so excited. And I know the feeling. I've been there. So thank you so much for trusting me with such a big purchase. And I definitely want to get one of these books for you because I think it's good that you and Rosa read it. And especially you that have young kids right now, that they start getting into this, that they start thinking like you, and this is your first house, but let's make it a long-term investment so you can retire wealthy. So besides having your pension from your work or your 401k, you also have money coming in. And if you follow this series, it's going to show you that it's not that hard. So thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you guys. Connie. Hi, Connie. How are you? Marta Garcia. Hi. Look, I have my California Preferred Escrow mug today. Hola, Juan. Hi, Estela. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Leslie, education is power. And I think, you know, we have a big responsibility as realtors to coach everybody. Imagine if all our friends retire wealthy with real estate because we encourage them. That is such a good thing. And I think we can make a difference, a big difference, you know, just with our friends and clients. So let's coach everybody. And let's us retire wealthy in real estate too, right? Because we have to lead by example. We definitely have to do that. We can't just be telling them what to do and then we don't do it. Okay, guys, I think it's enough for today. I don't want to bore you with this, but I want you to be excited. And if you have friends that are paying rent, please invite them to follow this series of videos. I think it's going to be like 10 videos. Today is episode 1. But please invite them to follow us every Wednesday. We are going to have one of these videos. We might have an interview in between this series, but it will name it something differently, obviously, because we do have some people that are coming in for interviews and we don't want to leave them out. They want to come in here and promote their business. But invite your friends, especially the ones that are renting, and even your friends that are homeowners, because you want to help them become wealthy with real estate. And I'm going to show you how it's possible. You'll be very impressed. Okay, I think I keep saying that, but it's just that I'm excited. Okay, guys. So today we're going to do a raffle. Thank you, everybody that participated and made a comment. We are going to give out one of these books, obviously, because this is what we're talking about. And I really, really, if you win the book today, please read it. Please follow it with the series that we're going to be doing. Highlight it, take notes, write on it, make your plan. And I want to be a witness to you becoming wealthy with real estate. Okay, so let's see. Let's see who's going to be the winner. So the first one is going to be the book, and then the second one, I'm still going to do a Starbucks gift card because I think someone deserves a coffee. Okay, so the first one is Esperanza Clothes. Yay! SP, I know you like reading, and I know you want to become a homeowner again, so this is perfect that you're getting this book. I'm so happy. Okay, so SP is getting this book today. Next week, we're going to raffle another one. So make sure you log in at 4 o'clock Wednesday. But let's do another one. And this one is just for a gift card. Okay, so let's see who the winner is going to be. Leslie Peraza. Yay! Es mi colega. Leslie también she's also a realtor here in Chula Vista. We've been friends for a long time. And you know what? I love her because there's no competition between us. We've always been that way. And I think that's why we do good. Because if I'm doing a newsletter, she's like, oh, I like it. Or if she's doing something like, oh my God, do you mind if I copy it? So we take ideas from each other. We don't mind. We've never came across paths with each other's clients. So we like sharing. We share for each other. There's no competition. There's just love. And sometimes we even refer clients to each other when, you know, there's different circumstances. But thank you, Leslie, for joining me. And I will send you your gift card. I think I still have your address. But if not, I'm going to send you a message so you can send it to me. And I'll mail you your gift card so you can have a Starbucks on me. Okay, guys. I think we cover everything, right? Vero, do we have anything else? We're good? Okay, guys, well, don't forget next week, Wednesday, 4 o'clock, we have a date, and we'll do the second episode on becoming a homeowner, becoming a millionaire, automatic millionaire homeowner, which is becoming a homeowner and then retiring wealthy with real estate. So thank you, everybody, and we will see you next Wednesday. Cheers.